Best Android phones in 2024. In the market for a new phone. Get the best Android experience with these flagship phones. When it's time to buy a new smartphone, everyone has different wants and needs. Thankfully, Android has no shortage of smartphones that come in all sizes. Prices, specs, and even shapes, from foldable phones with the latest Snapdragon chip. And some of the best budget phones of the year that balance power and price to devices guaranteed to get the latest version of Android before everything else. There's a phone on this list for you. As we rapidly approach the end of the year, it's time to look at what makes the best Android phone you can buy today. Whether you're after a capable, AI-powered flagship, a foldable capable of taking your productivity to the next level, or a small smartphone that still fits in your pocket, here's what you should buy when you're ready for an upgrade. Number 1. Motorola Razr Plus 2023. Best Samsung foldable alternative. Samsung has long held its crown as the foldable king, largely thanks to an absence of rivals in the US, and while Google stopped short of claiming the Galaxy Z Fold series crown. Motorola has had more luck on the clamshell side. The Motorola Razr Plus is an exceptionally fun phone. And as long as you can deal with some inconsistent, and often mediocre, cameras, there's a lot to love here. On the inside, you'll find a pretty typical Android experience. An ultra-tall 6.9 display looks and feels like your regular Motorola phone. Right down to the twist and chop gestures for the camera and flashlight, respectively. It's the outside of the phone where the Razr Plus really shines. That 3.6-inch 1.1 display might sound small on paper, but it's surprisingly capable of accomplishing most everyday tasks. From sending a text to looking up directions, this screen makes it easy to keep your phone folded when you don't need it, all while saving on battery life in the process. As with all foldables, the cameras are the big weak point here. Motorola has always struggled to keep up with the likes of Google and Samsung, and that's still true. They're not completely incapable, but you shouldn't expect anything amazing. Still, after taking a couple of years off, this latest Razr is an astounding achievement for Motorola. The Galaxy Z Flip 5 is a fascinating device. In some ways, far better than this one, but the phone that fits your life will really come down to personal taste. Number 2. Google Pixel 8 Pro. The premium phone for everyone. Another year, another Pixel graces the top of our best Android phones list. But unlike in previous years, where buyers might have to compromise on certain hardware elements to get the best of Google's software, the Pixel 8 Pro is a phenomenal piece of technology. It improves on the Pixel 7 Pro in nearly every way, all while keeping the same core design that has become so immediately identifiable. From the newly matte glass to the flat edges surrounding the display, the Pixel 8 Pro feels better in your hand in nearly every way, and the blue variant in particular looks absolutely stunning. It keeps the same 6.7-inch display size as the previous model, but thanks to Google's new Super Actua display, it's brighter than ever before, something you'll immediately notice once you step outside, and as you look closer, the improvements keep coming. Everything from improved facial unlock to true 30W charging helps make this a better device than its predecessor. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. A powerful phablet. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra looks like a small upgrade over the S22 Ultra on paper, but if you live outside the US, it's one of the most important phones Samsung has made in years. Previously, North America would get Snapdragon chips in their Galaxy devices while the rest of the world was stuck with slower, hotter, less efficient Exynos processors. That changed this year, with all S23 models getting a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy worldwide. One of our UK-based writers screamed loud enough to wake up his family when this news broke, and regrets nothing. Aside from the excellent 8 Gen 2, which is already one of the best chips we've ever seen in Android, the rest of the S23 Ultra is an absolute monster. The 6.8-inch Super AMOLED display can go up to 120 Hz at 1440p and reach 1750 nits of peak brightness in the sunlight. The S Pen also features letting users take advantage of that massive display to draw, edit documents, and navigate with ease. Number 4. OnePlus Open. A surprise winner in the foldable wars. In 2023, foldable phones became very popular, especially in the US, where previous competition included Samsung and, well, not much else. That changed thanks to launches from Google, Motorola, and, most impressively, OnePlus. The OnePlus Open arrived late in the year, after Galaxy and Pixel devices had already lined store shelves, to leave plenty of reviewers with their jaws on the floor. Though the company may seem like the US arm of Oppo more than ever before, that didn't stop the Open from becoming one of the best foldables you can buy today. The OnePlus Open is jam-packed with all of the usual 2023 specs, a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, loads of RAM, and a large battery ready to power your experience. It's all in a chassis that's thinner and lighter than anything else available in North America, as little as 239 grams in the black colorway. The outer 6.3-inch display feels like a standard smartphone screen, while the inner 7.82-inch panel is one of the best on any foldable yet. And due to its matte anti-glare screen protector, it's easy to read in all lighting conditions, all while the crease is barely existent. The large camera module on the back of the device seems destined to be divisive among fans, but it houses the most impressive phone camera you can buy on a foldable today. It's not as consistent as something like the Pixel 8 Pro's camera, but it's a lot of fun to shoot with. Oxygen OS remains as lackluster as ever, though the open canvas feature for multitasking puts it leagues beyond the competition. And the battery is long-lasting and fast-charging, though at the sacrifice of wireless charging. Boo, OnePlus. Regardless, if you're looking for a foldable and you're comfortable going with a lesser-known brand, the OnePlus Open is some of the best hardware you'll find on the market. The bar is raised for Samsung and Google in 2024, only time will tell how they deliver. Number 5. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. Samsung takes the cake. The Motorola Razr Plus set the new standard for cover screens. Don't worry, we recommend that phone further down in this guide, but it's hard to argue with Samsung's success in this market. That success is earned thanks to the years of polish that has gone into both the hardware and software for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. The hinge now folds completely flat, preventing dust from getting at your foldable screen when closed. But the real star of the show is the new 3.4-inch cover screen, that finally takes this secondary display from gimmick to useful. It can preview notifications, show widgets, let you respond to messages with a full keyboard, and even run any app you like through Good Lock. There are a couple of differences in how Samsung and Motorola approached their respective smartphones. Samsung's widgets are leaps and bounds better than what you'll find on the Razr Plus, while Motorola allows you to open apps by default without jumping through hoops to add third-party services. Even then, though, Samsung does show some serious design chops when compared to the Razr, especially in terms of build quality. Honestly, it's up to you which clamshell device you prefer. While some might prefer the cleaner build of Android seen on the Motorola Razr Plus, it's hard to argue with the fit and polish here. Samsung has really mastered the art of crafting a modern clamshell phone. Now, it just needs to figure out how to squeeze a telephoto lens into one. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon and comment below.